Hi, this is Joseph. It is Tuesday. It's September 21st, and I wanted to make this quick, short video to answer two questions that I've received several times over the past week. So the first one is, are there days when I do not execute any trades? Thereby, if you're using the trade copier, if you're not going to see any trades on a particular day. So the first thing that I'd like to mention is that it is possible that there could be a day where I do not execute any trades, and it really depends on the type of trading activity that we're actually looking at. So yesterday was a pretty interesting day in the stock market. A lot of people have been trying to call some kind of a correction or some kind of a top, and over the past few months, actually. But what I'm getting at is that when the market experiences some kind of an interesting turn of events, whether it's global or local. It could be, just like the United States. Yesterday there was a lot of discussion about China's real estate market, a lot of different little things that are going on. But again, as I mentioned, until we have more data, there's really no way to say exactly what it's going to look like, or what kind of a reversal are we looking at? Is it going to turn into some kind of a bear market? And sometimes that can filter through other parts of the markets. In other words, there may be less activity in certain markets, specifically Forex. So on a day like today, what we're looking at is the pound dollar. There really wasn't any signals for me at this point. I can still see an area of consolidation. We can see it in a bar chart. You can see it in a candlestick chart. You can see it on a point and figure chart. You've probably heard me say many times that with point and figure, I can see clearly defined levels of support and resistance, and I do not like to trade without my point and figure charts. It is what I base all of my entries and my take profit levels all on the data that I acquired from using this point and figure chart. But I start off by looking at a candlestick chart or a bar chart and then identifying phases of consolidation. So are we in an area of distribution, an area of accumulation? What is it? Reaccumulation, redistribution, whatever it is, I have to be able to quantify and qualify all of this before I start executing trades. I don't want to just jump in because I see a particular candlestick pattern. So today, I really didn't have any trade signals here on the pound dollar. Now that isn't common, but it is to be expected that every once in a while the market's going to go through some kind of a cycle where we need more data. People are hesitant. Positions are on hold, and whether they're in the market or they're not, and they're waiting to see, again, more data. We're waiting for another day. We're waiting for more information. So it is possible that on occasion you could see no trades. Now, the other time that I would not have any trades is during, let's say, holidays. So in the last 5 trading days, we have earned 433 pips. That equals $4,330 because most of these trades were on the pound dollar and the euro dollar, and when we're trading a standard lot, we're earning $10 a pip. Now, it is not mandatory that you use a standard lot with my trade copier service, but I do recommend it. I want you to make a lot of money. Some weeks are actually better than 400 pips. Other weeks we could clear 600, 700, 800 pips. It's possible, but it's all based on the market activity. It's only when the market provides me those opportunities. The market doesn't do that all the time. So I have to be prepared. I have to be trading. I generally trade from the London session through the New York session. I do keep an eye on the markets during the Asian session, but I'm usually sleeping during that time. It's usually relatively flat, and I'm prepared and ready before the London market opens. And that's usually where I get most of my solid trades that move more efficiently from the entry to that final take profit target. There's just a lot more activity at that time and more participation, but it doesn't guarantee anything. There's really nothing that we can guarantee as far as the timing getting into these trades. So those are the two things that I wanted to talk about. The second question, which I already answered, was how has my trading system performing? How's it been performing over the past couple of weeks? I get that quite a bit when the stock market might be, melting down and crashing. You see some kind of wild turn, or something that may affect even with Brexit. Or I remember I was trading when the Swiss National Bank removed the peg from their currency rate, and it had dropped FXCM. I think lost like $350 million, and they were actually trading against their clients. At that point, they always did. I mean, everybody was aware of that. There's a lot of brokers that still do it, and but fortunately, we were in and out of trades early that morning, California time, I should say, early New York time, long before the announcement with the Swiss National Bank when it hit. I believe that was 2014, going into 2015. So a lot of people were burned on those trades. We did just fine. Again, I do not enter a trade until there's some significant, valid signal. I don't trade just for the sake of getting into a trade and based on candlestick patterns and things like that. Most of the trades that we participate in are going to generate anywhere from, let's say, 20, 40, 60, 80 pips or greater. Some of them are going to be 150 pips. Some of them are going to be 200 pips. It really depends on the activity. It depends on the setup. It depends on the pair. It depends on the day. So those are the two things that I covered. How well is it doing? It's doing perfectly, as it always does. I traded using the same method during the global financial meltdown, during 2008, 2009, and every other major and minor crisis ever since. Greece, Euro crisis, all of them. Every one of these events, I've traded right through it. I did mention, though, earlier that this week that in the next few days I'm going to have some available subscriptions for the Trade Copier service. The service is right now $149. That's the price you can pay, for $149 per month. There's no long-term contracts. You can go month to month or cancel anytime you like. It's very easy to set up, very easy to use. There's nothing to download. You can track all of the activity from your smartphone or your phone, mobile device, whatever it is that you want. I execute all the trades. I manage all of these trades. But the subscriptions go pretty fast. I have to admit they do go pretty fast. So I will have a link for you sent to you shortly. If you are interested, you can reply to any email that I send to you with the word interested, and that way I can put you at the top of the list to make sure that you get one of the links to the Trade Copier service. Thanks for watching.